what time it is. It's time for week 1 of my NFL picks. And a lot of you who saw my standings were hating on it, saying you didn't like the way I picked for your teams. Well, I'm going to go into a little more detail about why I picked. So here we go. Let's start with the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. This is a very divisive game in my league. I run a pick'em league, and a lot of people are picking Green Bay. And I'll tell you why they're picking Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers has lost one game to the Chicago Bears over the last 7 years in Chicago. He does not lose games in Chicago. I mean, last year was a little bit of a different story, but he generally does well in Chicago. So now we got a Packers team that is kind of, I wouldn't say they're rebuilding, they're kind of reloading. And Aaron Rodgers is still Aaron Rodgers. But the Bears have a great defense. They have a solid foundation. So I'm going to go with them for week 1 at home over the Packers. I believe they're just going to barely get done over Green Bay. And I see them taking it. The Rams go into Charlotte to take on the Carolina Panthers. This was a hard game for me to pick, and as you see on the score, 84% of the users on this site picked the Rams. I don't think it's going to be a lopsided game at all. I think Carolina's going to put up a fight. My only concern here is Cam Newton. How healthy is he going to be? How ready is he going to be for this game? They got Christian McCaffrey, who is amazing, probably one of the best running backs in the NFL when it comes to getting out in the open spread, catching that ball on the short pass, and just taking it to the house. But the Rams, I believe, are the most talented team in the NFL. I see them getting it done in Charlotte, but barely. The Tennessee Titans go into Cleveland to take on the Browns. I am on the Browns bandwagon a little bit. I believe the Browns are going to do really well this year. The Titans are a hard team to predict. They go 9-7 every year. They seem to win their road opener every year, and they seem to lose their home opener every year. So this game is really difficult for me because on one hand, the Browns are a great team. On paper, of course. And the Titans have a solid foundation. They can win this game. I think they have all the talent to win this game. But I think the Browns are going to overcome all the hype and distractions, and they're going to barely take down the Titans. Odell Beckham Jr. is going to be a factor in this game. Jarvis Landry and Odell Beckham Jr. are going to take down the Titans secondary and eke out a win for the Browns. Kansas City Chiefs going to Jacksonville. The Chiefs always start the season well. The Jaguars, I think, are going to rebound this year and win a division in the AFC South, which has gotten so much weaker since Andrew Luck retired. But the Chiefs have so much talent on offense. Patrick Mahomes is amazing. And, of course, they have Tyreek Hill available. He's not suspended or banned. The Chiefs are going to barely take down the Jaguars. That's probably going to be like a 7-point win. Baltimore Ravens going to Miami to take on the Miami Dolphins. This is a game in which, if the Dolphins didn't actively try to tank, I think the Dolphins could win this game. Heck, they still can win this game. But Lamar Jackson is going to be a little bit too much. He's going to run all over the place. I'm not a huge Jackson fan, but I think he will get the job done in this game. Mark Ingram will do his job well, and the Ravens will show up to play in Miami. They're going to take down the Dolphins to start their season 1-0. Falcons are taking on the Vikings in Minneapolis. I think the Vikings are going to win the NFC North this year, and I think they're going to start it out this week with a victory at home over the Falcons. I think they're actually going to win by 2 scores against the Falcons. The Falcons' offensive line is just garbage, and the Vikings' defensive front will take them down so badly. All right, Bills going to the Meadowlands to take on the Jets. Bills fans hate me. They think I am trash because I did not pick their Bills to go 9-7 or above and make the playoffs. Bills defense is solid. I will just say that. I like what the Jets have, though. I like what the Jets have on offense. I like Le'Veon Bell. I like Robbie Anderson. I like Jamison Crowder. I like Sam Darnold in year 2. That's not to say I don't like Josh Allen. I think Josh Allen can be a decent quarterback in this league. I just think the Jets have more firepower on offense. On defense, the Bills have the better team. The Jets have a great... they have Quinnen Williams. They just drafted him. He's going to be amazing. But the Jets are at home, fueled by the home crowd. I see them barely eking out a win over the Bills here in Week 1. If the game were in Buffalo, Orchard Park, I would have picked the Bills. The Eagles are hosting the Redskins, who are bereft with talent. And what I mean by bereft, that means they don't have much. They have some pieces there. Geis is back. Their quarterback situation is so unknown. They're not really going to do anything. Eagles have Carson Wentz. They're going to blow out the Redskins in week 1. That's going to be like a 31-13 type game. Indianapolis Colts are still recovering from the Andrew Luck loss. He retired, if you've been hiding under a rock. So the Chargers, who usually start slow, are going to blow away the Indianapolis Colts in week 1. I am not a fan of the Colts right now. The Bengals going to Seattle. The Seahawks would blow them out under any other circumstances. But the Seahawks love to play with their meal early in the season for some reason, so I see them winning this game by 7 points. The Detroit Lions going to Arizona. Everybody's on the Kyler Murray bandwagon. Not me. The Lions eke one out in Arizona, taking out the Arizona Cardinals. The Giants going to Arlington to take on the Cowboys. I don't care if Ezekiel Elliott plays or not. The New York Giants are trash. The Cowboys take them out again in Arlington. Giants do not win against the Cowboys much, and that's not going to change much. The 49ers going to Tampa Bay. The Bucs are a team that can beat the Niners at home. They've beaten the Niners at home, but the 49ers are, I believe, a better team, talent-wise, than the Tampa Bay Bucs. I see the Niners taking them down, but the Bucs do have Bruce Arians as their head coach, so I think that might play a factor. The Pittsburgh Steelers going to Foxborough to take on the New England Patriots. I see the Patriots winning this one 31-21. Tom Brady's too much for the Steelers. He's going to take them down, and the Patriots are going to win that game. Monday Night Football, the Texans, the dumbest team in America. Yes, I said that right. If you've been paying attention to what the Houston Texans have been doing lately, they are the dumbest team in America. They are going to go to New Orleans, get slaughtered by the New Orleans Saints. Alvin Kamara, Drew Brees, Michael Thomas, and the Saints are going to pound the Texans into oblivion in Week 1 on Monday Night Football. Broncos going to Raider Nation against the Oakland Raiders. And the Raiders are going to eke one out. They play well at home against the Broncos, and that continues. Those are my Week 1 picks. Do you agree? Let me know in the comments. Don't just say my picks are trash. Actually tell me what you think. Let me know. Thank you for watching my video. Like, share, subscribe.